What's going on YouTube? So this guy is a flight school student, and this is his advice, best advice given to date.
What's going on, and welcome back to another amazing video. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys are out there killing it, living your dreams. Changing up the scenery on you guys by the lake. It's pretty nice.
I used to run by that road, this road right here, to do our little 3-mile run or 2-mile run or whatever for morning PT. So bringing back some memories.
So yesterday ended out this week pretty good. I did my instrument part 3 exam and I did pretty well on that. So
Nice.
I'm grateful, we're still in the game. But what I really wanted to talk to you guys about was just this one interaction I had with this guy years ago before the army. And that one interaction changed my life and changed my mindset on how I look at life after that. So right after college, I did Uber as a full-time job because at that time nobody was really hiring. So I did Uber and Lyft as a full-time job. So I got this notification to pick up this guy. He was living in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Side note, that sucks. Going to college and then having to find a job. Like, I'm sure we can all probably relate to this somehow. But yeah, having to do Uber after you get a bachelor's or master's degree has got to be super demoralizing.
It was a really prestige neighborhood. Nice house, nice land, and I was just really curious, so I just asked him, hey, what you do for work, because I just wanted to know how he was able to afford all that good stuff.
That's a very good question to ask, and that's something that I always try to do with people is if you see, just my perspective of it, is if you see somebody being successful or if you see somebody that you could potentially look up to, ask them about it. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty straightforward, but if you take the 3 seconds to ask somebody like, hey man, you're really happy. Why are you so happy? Or maybe not as aggressive as that may have sounded, but you get what I'm saying. Ask hey, I want to be like you. How do I be like you? And most people will reciprocate that because I don't know about this guy or you watching the video, but I would not be where I am without other people helping me get there. So, yeah.
And he told me that he was a doctor. We kept talking, and his mindset was that after he stopped caring about what people think about him, and he was just living his life like he only had 5 years left. That's exactly how he said it. He lived his life like he only had 5 years left. It helped him with procrastination, and it just gave him a drive and a zeal to just do what he can before his life ran out. I adopted the mindset that he had and modified it a little bit, and I just wanted to just share the thought with you guys, and hopefully it will help you. If it didn't help you, tune in next week where I will have something else for you guys, alright? But just remember, when you start something off for the first time, you're going to start off small, and then you're going to gradually build and get big. So don't compare yourself to others. I know it's tempted to do so, but just don't do it, because it will steal your joy.
Yeah, so especially in flight school, comparing yourself to other people, I was always kind of the middle or bottom of the class, so comparing myself to other people was terrible. Now, flight school is flight school, and Army is Army, and the unit is the unit, so those are all separate things, and I'm not trying to say that I'm in a better position now than some of those other people, but I'm just saying, you might be really bad in flight school, barely make it through, and then you turn out to be a really good aviator. So it just because at one point you're not the best doesn't mean that you will always be the worst. And I think that's a thing that a lot of aviators, or at least in that competitive environment, a lot of people struggle with is everybody comes from a small pond and they're the big fish in a small pond kind of situation. And then you put us all together and it's I was really smart in this little local area, and now you put me together with a lot of other really competitive people, and now I'm just average. So that is something that you will have to probably deal with if you go to flight school.
Just remember, just stay focused on you and just try to be better today than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
You're gonna be alright.
Solid advice. A little less poopy every day. That's what my IP used to tell me. Come back a little less messed up than you were today and you'll be alright.
Live life to the fullest. You only have one life, Just do it. Put your all into it. Let's get it.
Believe it when you cannot see it. You gotta be possessed with the dream. And every single day, you gotta wake up.
I do not advocate being possessed. Continuing.
Put forth effort.
Look at the steps taken, man, a man is passing the test. Never forget who I am. I got my plans in my hand. I got my guns right in my reach. Life the goes when the boy lands. Oh, I'm knowing they can understand it. I'm a bandit and a piece from another planet. Don't sleep, I'm a deep damage. I'm the
Oh, nice. I did that a long time ago. The nasal pharyngeals, like while you're awake. It's not great. Helicopters. Gear layout. I think I was sitting too close to the computer screen for all that blurriness. About gave myself a seizure right there.
Look at the steps taken, man, a man is passing the test. Never forget who I am.
Yeah, that's pretty cool Army stuff. I never did paradrops. I was never a paratrooper. I honestly never wanted to be, to tell you the truth. A lot of those dudes get hurt, and it kind of seems like, I don't know. I'd continue. Pubs, baby. Oh, okay, the hats. So I was there after the hats were a thing, and then before they started back. So I never had to wear the hats. I saw a podcast or like an interview with a prior service Marine guy and his buddy that he went to flight school with, and the prior service Marine guy said that he enjoyed the hats because it was like tradition and that stuff. I personally thought they were pretty lame, but I mean, to each his own, you know. I didn't have to wear them, so I was very thankful. I wish I would have done this in flight school. I don't even know where that's at. I'm sure that it's on Rutgers somewhere or Fort Novacell now, but I never did that. And I mean, it seems kind of fun. I don't know. I would do it now for 5 minutes or so just to scratch the itch, but whatever. Oh, this guy was a really cool guy. This dude was like a historian, I guess, and we did like that's probably what they're doing right here, but in the training cycle there's a day where you just go to the aviation museum and he shows you all the helicopters and stuff and like the history behind stuff. So he was actually a really cool dude. I spoke with him for 5-10 minutes after he gave us a tour. It seemed really nice. That looks like Family Day for the Lakotas to me, but good time. Cool. So that was this dude's video. Good advice. Kind of forgot even what the first part of the video was about after all the moto stuff. Nothing wrong with that. This is this dude's channel, Flight King. Maybe his last name is King. I don't know. So yeah, pretty good stuff. He's got a couple cool things on here. Yeah, so thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one. Bye. Peace.